And I'm back again. Our program is sponsored by ExpressPay. If you want to send money to Ghana, they are the best people to send the money through. I've got some young ladies here. They came here 6 months ago, and this is more of an update of what they've been up to. So I'll let them introduce themselves, and then we'll come back after the break. So you guys.
Okay, I guess I'll go first.
Please do.
For the people who weren't watching the last time, my name is Vanessa Yakubu, and I am a web designer, a food photographer, and soon to be computer science student.
My name is Blessing Yakubu, and I am an Instagram influencer with 35,000 followers.
Wow.
I am also a course owner, and I've also edit videos on the side as well.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. What we'll do is we'll go for a break, and then we'll come back, and then you tell us a bit more and the updates of what you've been up to so far. Thank you, ladies.
Get a £10 reward when you receive £100 or more from the UK. Tell your friends and family in the UK to send money to your mobile money wallet or bank account using ExpressPay and get an extra £10. Terms and conditions apply.
Yes, I'm back again, and I really want to, before I even start, I really want to thank OmegaLive TV for giving us this opportunity, because these ladies are going to give us a synopsis of what they've been up to. What OmegaLive TV has done is the last time they came here, what they did was we ended up recommending them to an organization that is Miss Ghana. And I remember my producer always said I wanted this program to be a program whereby we had an impact on the youth that came on the show. And I want you to actually say it to us, because it's not going to be like me saying that you said. It's going to come from you. Now, who wants to go first? Blessing or Vanessa?
I guess I'll go first.
Please do. And then please tell us what you've been doing in the organization that was recommended through OmegaLive TV.
Okay, so after we left last time, obviously we got in touch with Miss Ghana UK, and the woman who kind of runs it, her name is
Mavis Asante.
Yeah, I call her Auntie Mavis, obviously.
Okay.
So after that, we got in contact with her, and she said that she liked what we did. So we looked at Miss Ghana UK, we looked at their Instagram, their Facebook, their website. Was there anything else?
And just all their social medias.
Just all their social medias we looked at, we recommended stuff. And then, you know, on top of that, because I've done social media managing before, she was kind of drawn to me doing that for her, obviously, because Vanessa had...
She has that confidence in you to do that.
Yeah, and Vanessa had her GCSEs, and because Instagram's my thing, she pretty much just said, can you do this for us? So I did a couple of test round posts for her, said, what do you think? She said, I love it, go for it, you know, just take hold of the account and just do your thing. So since about early May, I've been doing that. And on top of that, recently Auntie Mavis has launched her own clothing brand.
Wear, yes.
Her own sportswear brand.
Yes.
And I remember one day I was chilling and I got a phone call from her, and she said, can we meet like here just near my house, because we live near each other. And she didn't tell me what was going on, so I was a bit nervous, like, why does she want to meet? Does she not like what I'm doing? What's going on? And she sat me down and she said, I've got this like idea for this clothing line. And I was like, oh my gosh. And she was like, sportswear brand, and I was like, yes, what about it? She wanted me to do the Instagram, and I was like, hands down, I'm down for it. I'm into this. So after I agreed to do it, she told me about a photo shoot that was coming up, so I got to go, and that was really exciting. That was a new experience for me, because that was the first time I've ever been on a photo shoot, and you know, to just see what goes on in the background, because when you see posts and clothing and stuff like that, you just see like the model wearing it.
Precisely.
But you don't see like the photographer
or what goes into it.
Makeup, the people who are styling it. Like just behind one photo, there could be like 30 people and you would never know. So just being able to see that alone was amazing. And then on top of that, creating the post for her, doing the engagement for her, helping her with the launch.
Yes.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing, just threw myself into
What do you
that.
think about the brand? Because sometimes you help somebody create, because somebody has an idea.
Yeah.
And then when it comes into reality, is it to your expectation?
The Miss Ghana brand or May & Co?
No, because you had an input in that.
Yeah. So the brand itself, it's like when she showed me like the logo for it and everything like that, I was like, because everything just looks so professional and well made. And then obviously because I was on shoot, I also got to see the clothing, feel how they were, and I was like, this is something probably better than Nike or Adidas.
Yes.
Like the
you can say it is better than but you guys wear it. No, but you guys wear Nike and Adidas.
Yeah.
So you have the front view of you actually.
Exactly. I got to feel the clothes and see how they stretch and the sizes, and you can really tell that she's put a lot of thought into what she wants from the brand. She's put a lot of thought into who she wants to wear it, how comfortable it should be. It's the clothes are perfect for the gym and for relaxing too, and I just think that's
and this is all because you came to OmegaLive TV. I'm not repeating that. But the reason why I keep saying that, because it was like, sometimes you don't realize, because you had creativity, but now you actually put it into practice.
Exactly.
What the creativity that you have. Go on, sweetie.
I just want to expand off of that.
Please
just wanted
do.
to say that coming into OmegaLive for the first time, I was obviously excited, and I knew that it was going to open
doors
for the both of us, but I just couldn't even imagine it being to this extent, because it's really exceeded my expectations. I feel like now we're kind of going through a compound effect where it's just opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, and it's actually quite surreal to think that this is happening right now. So honestly, it's great. But in terms of me working with Auntie Mavis, I obviously haven't began yet because I'm still 15.
So she has to wait. You see, but that shows how professional her organization is.
Yeah, exactly.
Because even though she knows that you can deliver, she's actually waiting till you become the legal age, and then you can put your stuff into practice. I want you to talk about the foundation. Do you know much about the foundation? How do you feel it will actually impact on you once you actually start working? Because I know your sister has worked there and she's even glowing already by talking about it. How do you feel?
I mean, honestly, it's like kind of corny, but like so excited just thinking about it, because it's more than just a fashion brand. It's more than just a catwalking company. Like it's actually impacting so many lives in Ghana. And if you just look at some of the charity work that they do with all these women and all these people in different countries, and it's actually really inspiring. So I hope that one day down the lane, maybe a couple months or years, I'm not sure, with working with her, I'll be able to actually join in with the travels and actually become a bit more hands-on with the volunteering and community work side of the business as well. So yeah, it's not just the web design that I'm excited about, it's just also actually having the opportunity to really inspire people in less fortunate conditions who don't get the same opportunities as us in this position.
Okay, so now, before you go, so now, when you look at programs like OmegaLive TV, trying to empower young black people, trying to get you connected to networks like this, don't you feel that this station is so magnificent?
It is. It is, because I mean, we're sitting here, right here, just showing you the evidence.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to ask how old you said you were.
15.
15, and how old are you?
18.
Yes.
18.
And you're looking at it from a view of a young person.
Yeah. If you'd have told me 6 months ago before we came here that, when you go on OmegaLive, you're going to meet Miss Ghana UK and have all these opportunities, I would have never believed you. I would have been like, okay.
and the funny thing is, you know what the irony is? You meet her and she's so down to earth.
Yeah, she's lovely.
Yes.
You wouldn't know just looking at her. That
she's cute, but that's another issue. Yes, keep going. Yes. No, but looking at her and her ideology and what she does for young women, because you guys are growing up in a society whereby, as a black person, you have all these hurdles. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So now, that's not saying that sometimes, and I keep going about OmegaLive TV, but the reason why I give them their props is because they look at the quality of you, the young people. They don't look at the substance of, oh, I have to get 100 people out. They look at the impact they'll have now, the knock-on effect.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because now, not only are you doing the clothing where you're going to be designing the website. No, you're going to be designing. Yes, Nessa is going to be designing the website,
Instagram.
and Instagram.
Yeah.
You're the Instagram influencer, and you're looking at it that, wow, at this age, is and that's you know, when you guys came, I said, I am so proud of you, and I am so grateful to Mavis for giving you guys the opportunity, because sometimes you look at young people and you underestimate their capabilities. You see. And looking at you, because you guys have been doing this way before you met Mavis. But in a short period of time, since coming to OmegaLive TV, you guys have actually excelled.
Yeah. Thank you.
And how does that make you feel? Like when you look at, aren't you empowered, even though you're not working there yet? Hey.
No, I'm already just buzzing with excitement. I keep saying I'm excited, but I am, because the future just looks so bright now.
100%.
I can just see us in a couple months.
Yes.
Like just seeing what we've been able to accomplish in 6 months' time.
Yes,
Like what is going to happen the next 6 months and the next 6 months.
Yes.
So honestly, it's exciting for the both of us.
For me, I feel like, honestly, I forget that this opportunity is just here, because obviously at first
it feels surreal.
I was really excited, and obviously because I've been doing it for a bit now, I'm kind of more laid back and stuff, but every now and then I just remember, like,
you want to pinch yourself.
how many people my age are doing this? Like my friends are at university doing their own thing, and I'm here like building myself up and looking for the future and all these opportunities, and it's just really exciting.
And this is a foundation whereby if it was a job experience or you're going to get a job in, you'd have to interview. There have to be lists of people. But it's kind of like, you look at it, you see, and that is one of the reasons why this show, when I presented it to my producer, he said to me that I don't want a show that you just get the young people on and come and talk. And then what?
Yeah.
And just expanding off of the schooling,
Yeah.
as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be going into computer science in September.
Yes.
And the way that I actually landed that school placement is by talking about my business in the interview.
Yes.
I told her about the food photography and the networking that I'd done, because she asked me the same question that she asked everyone else, and it was, what challenge have you had to overcome?
Yes.
And I talked about how I was trying to get sponsorships and trying to network with people, and she was so impressed with me. She said it was the best interview she had all day.
Oh, wow.
That school is so small.
Prestigious.
It's a really tiny school. There's MacBooks everywhere. Like, it's a really special school, and it's so unique. Like, I was searching for ages to try and find a school like this that offers exactly what I want. And through doing business, it's actually helped me in my academic life as well.
Yeah, and less than 100 people get in your year.
Yeah,
like, less than 100
yeah.
people.
They take in less
Wow.
than half the people who
Yeah.
apply. So yeah,
What
really
amazing
exciting.
props.
What gave you that confidence to feel that, you know what, even though they're taking like 50 or 100 people, I can be one of them?
Well, first of all, even the challenge that I was talking about has helped. The
Yes.
networking that I've done with people,
Yes.
it's made me realize that these people don't know who I am.
Yes.
To them, I could be a professional, so why don't I just show up as that
Yes.
and present myself as that, and that's how they'll perceive me.
Okay.
So, I just went in there with confidence. Of course, I rehearsed as well, made sure that I was fully prepared for any questions that they might throw my way. But just knowing that, I've overcome more difficult challenges. Like a 10-minute interview, 20-minute interview should not be that difficult. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. I know that I'm deserving of this position. So I'm just going to give it my all and hope for the best.
So the good thing is they looked past who you were and took you by your skill set.
Exactly.
Because I know certain young people that they have the ability, they've got the skills, they've got the enthusiastic as actual aspect, and then what shuts them down is their color.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't get through that aspect of it. So now you believe that your confidence that you've built is through the challenges that you went through, and you knowing that I am capable of doing this and I am deserving of doing this. And that's brilliant. Yeah. Because at the age of 15, going to 16, no, sometimes your confidence gets knocked back.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, the confidence gets knocked back. So, and I know most of your support is from your mom. I know if I don't say that, she's not bringing you here again. But anyway.
Shout out, Mum.
I know, right? Yes. We're giving her that. Yes. But I'm just saying that how, like, you knowing that you were able to get into the school based on your own achievement, how does that make you feel? Doesn't it make you feel proud?
Oh, yeah. No, it's very empowering. And actually, it helps me see myself beyond my race.
Yes.
Because I think that it's true. A lot of people would actually back down because of their race. And even... and the school held a Zoom call for the women who are going to be attending the school, because they said, we know it's a very male-dominated sector, computer science, and we just want to make sure that you feel comfortable and this and that.
Especially you being young as well.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, that didn't even cross my mind. I didn't even register that, because I had already seen myself in that position. I knew that there's no man or no white
woman or any person,
anyone, even a black woman, is going to stand in my way of achieving what I want to achieve.
100%.
So, yeah, it was a good gesture what they did, and of course that probably empowered other girls who were probably feeling insecure, but I think that I had already kind of passed that stage.
That's fantastic.
Through exposure with networking events in the past.
Yes.
I feel like once you get to a point of confidence,
yes,
you don't really think about that.
Exactly.
So for example, if I'm going to go do something, I'm not going to focus on, oh, I'm a woman, I'm black. I'm going to go for it and just say, this is who I am, this is what I've got, this is what I've done with myself.
100%.
If you don't like that, too bad. I'm going to move on, and I'm going to find something better and bigger, because I know in myself, and I know that you know, that we have the potential to go far. So why would we sit back and cry and feel upset about something that we can't even change, when we can just power through, and maybe we could inspire other young black children, young black women to think, if they made it to the top, then I can do it too. And if they say that confidence is what you need, and just to believe in yourself, maybe I should believe in myself and just go for it too. And that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
You know, when you said that this summer, there was an incident that happened in Hyde Park. You saw it, but you didn't see it. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, when you're talking about empowering black people, and you're talking about how you're not going to let anything stand in your way, incidents like that, how do you feel we are perceived?
With incidents like that, I do feel like it paints us in a negative light, which is very disappointing.
100%.
Because there's so many black people, black boys, black young men out there who are doing amazing, amazing things.
Yes.
But unfortunately, the news, and obviously this is a bigger issue than just them fighting.
Or they just sort of like highlight it more than the positive.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, there are so many amazing things that we as black people do, but then when things like this happen, it's a bit disappointing, because it's like, oh, now someone out there is going to have that perception of, oh, black people are violent and they stab each other and drugs and whatever, and it's very disheartening.
100%.
But at the end of the day, for me, I don't like to dwell on it too much, because it can be a bit depressing. So I don't know if you remember, but last year George Floyd happened.
Yes.
And during that time, I was on Instagram a lot, and it really actually hurt me looking on Instagram, because all you could see on your profile was like black murders, police brutality, and I literally had to delete Instagram and my social media, and I had to say, you know what, there's better things in life. Not everyone is going to perceive me as a black person. There are people out there who just see me as a person, and that's what I need to focus on. I just need to focus on myself, positivity, confidence, and just not let that get to me, because it did get to a point where I kind of had to say no.
You had to put it on pause.
Exactly.
Basically.
As much as I felt bad for like doing that, because obviously Black Lives Matter and stuff, you've got to put yourself first and just remember that there's more good in this world than there is bad.
Okay, so that phrase now becomes a problem for me, and I'll let you go, but it becomes a problem for me, because if we sit here and we say Black Lives Matters and we are killing ourselves, how do we change the perception of how somebody will see us? Because if I'm coming at you and I'm telling you, oh, we have to unite, and I'm always fighting with you, how do we change that perception? There are certain people that you have to fight with, don't misunderstand me, So I'm not going to sit here and be a hypocrite, do you understand?
Yeah.
But there are certain things that when they say Black Lives Matters and people are killing each other, and we are having a go at the police that, oh, they're stopping our kids and they're killing each other. How would you sort of like spin it?
Yeah, you see, I think that there are positive sides to rioting and protesting, because if you look back at history, especially American history, it has been effective in the past. Like the bus riots, for instance, in Rosa Parks, like it does work. However, I feel like there's a certain point where, like, when you get home from that protest, then what?
That's it.
Especially parents.
Yes.
Like, you just left your child to be raised by social media and be raised by the people that they're surrounded with in school. You don't know who these people are. Like, you've protested and you're saying that the police are murdering, which they are, of course.
Yes,
but you also need to play a part.
Take a responsibility. You have to be accountable.
Exactly.
And take responsibility for.
If you want the white government to take responsibility for what they're doing, you also need to take responsibility for your part as a parent or as a brother, as a sister, as a cousin, anything.
Yes.
You need to make sure that you're checking up on your people, that you're empowering your people, and that you're not letting them go on the wrong path that ends up in incidents like the Hyde Park one.
Yeah, I feel like what we need more of is representation and black role models for other black children, because for example, as a child when I was growing up, I didn't really see many other black people on TV. I know for a fact if I'd have seen a black girl on TV who looked like me doing positive things, it would have
inspired you.
It would have made me feel stronger in my skin, like, oh, I'm proud to be black. So good representation for me, and also role models, just people to look up to and say, look, they've made it this far. If they can do it, I can do it. So.
Yeah, I just want to add that we were in Yorkshire at that time, up north. That's why there was no representation. And moving down to London, I mean, it's helped me. I think it's definitely helped
me.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because
what was it like being in Yorkshire?
Well, I was too young, and plus my best friend was from Thailand, and I was, even though my group was majority white, like I still had really good people around me, and I never really experienced anything. Blessing's instance was slightly different.
Well, maybe I was too young to remember anything, but I have vivid memories of just wishing that I had lighter skin and silkier hair. You know that type of stuff. Yes. Thinking, oh, why won't my hair grow? How do I get it to be silky? I wish I was a bit lighter, that type of stuff. So obviously...
what was impacting that?
I mean, just being around, I guess, other
white people.
And seeing white people on TV, like... I guess... I'm not sure if I should say this.
No, you should say,
I don't really feel like we had a talk about like skin color and racism when I was younger. I didn't really come to understand that until I moved to London.
Yes.
So perhaps being able to talk about that, and with my mum or my dad, having them sit me down and say, like, although you may not see people who look like you, you are still beautiful, you can grow hair, your hair's gorgeous, your skin's gorgeous, just hearing stuff like that, I feel like it would help me and help other young children. Yeah, so for example, like with my younger cousins, I always, like, even though she's like 3, I always have to say, oh, your hair's so beautiful, look at your skin, it's gorgeous. Exactly, start them early.
And I just want to add that I think that our mum and dad didn't do that out of a place of sheer ignorance, and that sounds really bad, but like it's true. They didn't know. They didn't know how to help Blessing in that situation. They just thought, oh, Blessing.
Did you communicate that with her, or you didn't?
I don't really think I told anyone how I felt.
Yes.
But I guess because I didn't really know how to voice it. I didn't even know it was anything.
You didn't know that it was an issue for you to voice. I didn't know it was an issue.
I just thought, like, oh, I just wish I had lighter skin. Like, it wasn't anything terrible. It's not like I tried to lie to myself or anything, but it was just a thought in my head.
The mental aspect of it. And how old were you at that age?
I must have been like 8, 9?
Wow.
I was young, so took a couple of years.
Do you know when you said that, when you because I think, I'm not speaking for your mom, but as black people, because we value ourselves, and when you're not in a position of discrimination, or sometimes we know that there's discrimination, but we feel that it's too heavy a subject for us to bring up to you guys. And the reason why I say that is, at that age, your mom thinks, oh, my daughter doesn't notice this. She doesn't feel there's a big thing, you see. And that is where sometimes it's more of a give and take. Because when I started this program now, there are lots of parents that will call me and they said, wow, I didn't know this is how my kid, or this experience they went through, or this is what they're going through in school. Because as parents, we think that if we hide it, it doesn't become prominent. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So in your mom's case, it wasn't ignorance, it was more about protection. And sometimes them protecting you makes it seem, because she feels, why would I let my kid, because she didn't realize that you noticed it.
Yeah.
So she sometimes will sit there thinking that, oh, I'm going to wait till she grows older.
Yeah.
And then a typical example is when my kids were growing up, I never spoke to them about their boys. I never spoke to them about police and them getting stopped and stuff. I never spoke to them till my son is going to be, don't know, he's 23 now. And until I started speaking to him, that I realized that he had been in similar situations from when he was younger.
Yeah.
You see, and from our point, we're thinking, oh, it's not kind of like a big deal. So like what you're saying, that you might feel that your mom sort of like, she wasn't ignorant about it. She just felt it's too much information to give an 8-year-old. If you understand what I'm saying. You guys go ahead. So, yeah.
I mean, I guess maybe back then it would have been harder, but I especially know now that there's books on it, there's YouTube videos for showing little kids, introducing younger children into the topic of racism. So it's not just, oh, here's racism and it just gets thrown on their head. It's more of a...
What has your experience been?
I've looked at instances and thought, is that racism, or did they not like me? Because so I remember, like, back in primary school, there were these 2 twins who just hated my guts. I could not tell you why. They just hated my guts. They were white. And I never really thought about it, just thought they hated me. And a couple of years ago, I was thinking, I was the only black person in that class, and I was the only one that they didn't like. So it's like, was that racism? And it also happened with another dinner lady too, who just used to really not like me. And small instances like that make me think, was that racism? Was it not? I mean, I guess at the end of the day, I'll never know. But it's a speculation in my mind whether it is or isn't.
Have you had any experiences?
Well, I would say I'm more on the lucky side of things, because, as I said, even in primary school, I would surround myself with at least a few people of colour, so then I had someone to kind of lean on. And even moving to moving to London made that even better, because then, like, most of my group are people of colour, and we're quite a large group as well. And so kind of going through the early stages of development, surrounded by people like me and seeing how they dealt with racism, made me kind of have the confidence to stand up for myself if a situation like that did occur. Like, I have been in situations where my friends have experienced racism and I've had to kind of step in and try to help as much as I can. But I wouldn't say it's necessarily been directed to me before. No.
What have some of the experiences been? Like, because they're females, you know, like sometimes you feel that racism in a larger form is geared more towards the boys than it is towards the girls. Do you feel that it's a bit different when it comes to the girls?
Well, I think in the weird way that's true. I think the racism is targeted more towards the boys, and the hypersexualization is targeted more towards the girls. Like, for instance, one of my friends is a black friend of mine. She's naturally curvier, and sometimes we're just walking in the high street after school, and then there's just white men commenting on her body.
Wow.
Yeah, in her school uniform, and they know that she's underage, and it's near our school, so they know what school it is, and they're still commenting on her body and shouting things at her. And that's when we're obviously swearing back and doing and having to stand up for her. But yeah, so I think maybe because of my build, I don't really get that
you fit the white narrative.
Basically, yeah. But for the curvier girls or the girls with the bigger bums, it's just even worse. Like, I think the way that black
these are kids that they are 15,
15,
14,
16.
16,
this was even happening at 13.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so bad. I mean, it still is to this day. It's really bad. I think the way that some black women are kind of portrayed on the media as very hypersexual, people just assume that every single black woman is like that.
And for black women too, I feel like colorism also plays a part into that as well. And like, even I myself noticed that, for example, when my friends talk to boys, I automatically think, no, they're not interested in me. Not that I'm like interested in boys, but I remember this was quite recently. I just got really upset because I was like, oh my gosh, what if like no one finds me attractive? And I did some deeper thinking, and I was like, it's because in my mind, even though this is like terrible to think, for the longest time I've been told that light-skinned black women are prettier. So like, without even realizing it, I've kind of adopted that. and that in itself kind of hurts. So I wish, like, I don't know if we could like fight against that or something, because it does suck. And like, I've spoken to my other black friends about it, and they literally feel the same way. Like,
that they are not, this is their own black boys that they discriminate against them.
These my friends are black girls, but I'm not really sure about black boys. But I know for a fact with us black girls, we feel like we're kind of unattractive, or maybe our hair isn't as like attractive or something like that, just because we're darker, which again, it really sucks.
No, but when you say that now, it's really disconcerting, because I'm looking at you and you've got fantastic glowing skin. And I'm not, seriously, I'm not, my mom always says, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. And I actually wouldn't have said anything. I'll say, oh, it will get better. No, I'm just saying that if I didn't believe what I was saying to you, I would have said it will get better, because I wouldn't want to lie to you, and I wouldn't want to bring down your confidence.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at you, and you've got wonderful, you've got beautiful face. You've got, no, seriously, both of you.
Oh, thank you.
You see, and for you to have that impression of yourself is very, I don't know, disconcerting, because I'm looking at you and I'm thinking, wow, for you, you need to stand in that mirror and say to yourself, I am beautiful, and whoever gets me is privileged. You have to put yourself, because they say what you exuberate out is what you attract. So if you feel, no, you're not supposed to feel that way, because that becomes another mental health issue.
I feel like 90% of the time, like Vanessa will even say, like, I'm like, wow, I'm gorgeous, and like, even yesterday I was telling her about my affirmations, and one of them is like, you're hot. Like, there's always that 10% that like I might look in the mirror one day and I'll just be like, oh, because obviously you can't be 100% all the time, but sometimes.
And, I mean, the fact that it's because of your race is just
it does.
No, but I did have a similar experience to that, because every summer our school would kind of have an athletic season, because I used to do cross country and long jump and all of those things. So I would go with a lot of my athletic friends, and it would be really fun. And I remember I was walking around the track with one of my mixed race friends, and there were just boys just coming to her and asking her for her Snapchat. And at first I was like, ew. Then I was like, oh, but why not me? Where, like, what is wrong with me? Like, why are they all coming to her? But then I had to actually stop and ask myself, do I want these boys to come?
100%. That's 100%. Because these superficial men, they will go out with these girls, and then these are not the ones that they marry.
They're not even the ones that we want. So
no, but the thing is, down the line, they're not. No, but you're getting upset because you're growing up. You're trying to fit in. Because when you're growing up, how you feel and how you are perceived is a part of you growing up. You being accepted into society. You feeling that, wow, or this person is human nature. But I do understand where you're coming from. But one thing that I really do assure you is that light-skinned woman, in a couple of years, she's going to get more wrinkles. Your skin is all toned up. I ain't even going to lie. No. You see, and this is one of the reasons why when like Mavis's foundation, it empowers you. It gives you that sense of confidence, because I bet when you went there, you saw women of different colors, so it's like you don't feel as though. That's what I love. Like when I was reading about Miss Ghana UK and what they do and the skills that they do, the way that they build the women up, I was just like, wow, this is amazing. I'm unfortunately too short, but if I could, it said you have to be 5'4", and I was like, to wear heels, sir.
Platform.
So yeah, when I was just like looking at what they do, and when you go to Ghana, you have to do talks and you have to meet people, the skills you build and the experience you get is just amazing. So
that means with this, you're empowering yourself, because now you've been on OmegaLive TV. It's giving you that sense of, because the last time you guys were talking, but now today it's like you feel a little bit more confident. It's like you don't feel, because you know, you're having a little bit, but you guys are snap back into shape now, innit? By talking. So I'm just saying that the confidence that every experience gives you, you have to embrace it. Your looks might take you somewhere, but your looks is not what takes it on the journey, longevity wise. Do you understand? One thing that you guys should understand is you are powerful, you are strong, you look in yourself, and then you tell yourself that people will look at me and bow.
Yes.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
You see, you have to give yourself that, because a man does not make you. You make you.
Yes.
When you're looking at affirmation from a man, yes, you need a man to actually elevate you, but you have to elevate yourself.
Yeah.
These young boys that you're dealing with, they don't even know who they are. Even they grow up into their 40s and they're still finding out who they are. I'm not going to swear before my producer stops my program. No, but what I'm saying is, as much as you are looking at yourself now and you're feeling that, oh, this man doesn't want me, trust me, the man that would want you, or the young person that would want you, would push you. You want somebody that will push you and treat you like a queen.
Yeah.
And you know what? I was actually watching a YouTube video on this a couple of weeks back, because it came in my recommended, and it was just this woman talking about how for years of her life, well, she was talking about how she found a happy marriage, and she was talking about how for years of her life she was actually going out and chasing men at random locations, random places, and just hoping for validation from them back. But then when she actually took a step back and actually started working on herself and improving herself, her career, her finances, her physical, mental health, everything, that's when the right man came to her. Because the type of man that you want will be attracted to that kind of
100%.
that you exude.
Yes,
so,
best you.
You need to work on yourself, and then the right person will come. Or even like if you work on yourself and then you go out to find a person, then that person will immediately be drawn to you, because they see, oh, we're on the same wavelength.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Because what you're saying, I used to be 6 stones. Look at me now. I know, right? So, but I'm just telling you guys that do not let your worth be how you are saying by a man. The man, you are a compliment to the man, and the man is a compliment to you.
Exactly.
As young as you are, that's the point. You are too young. Even I know that you're growing up, and those are the things that you notice. Notice it. Don't let it become something that holds you down. Notice it and say that this thing is not holding me down. If you don't want me, there's somebody out there. And I promise you, when you're getting married and I'm standing there, I'm going to be saying what you lot said to me. No. Very true. Yes, because one of the things that you have to understand is, it's so sad that you get young girls that they commit suicide because they feel that this man doesn't want me. What goes through, I know you guys are young and probably you don't know anybody that's going through that, but what would make somebody feel that I need to take my life because I'm not getting validation from somebody or a man?
I guess not being able to find validation in themselves, not being able to look in the mirror and say I'm enough, or I am beautiful, the right person will come to me, not feeling like there's anything for the future are the main two, I would say. Because for me, when I look in the mirror, I'm happy with what I see. When I think about who I am as a person, I'm happy. When I think about what my future holds, I'm excited, and I can't wait for that. So that's what I would say.
I think there's a number of things. I think there's even parental pressure, especially on girls, when it comes to weight. Like, for instance, my friend was telling me about how her mum is always just commenting on her weight, even though she's a skinny person.
Really?
Yeah, her mum is always saying,
is she black or white?
She's actually, where is she from? I think Afghanistan or somewhere like that.
Okay.
Yeah, she said her mum is always commenting on her weight, and I just thought that's really sad, because she's actually skinny. And it's things like that as well. So not even just hearing it from not even just hearing it from boys, but also hearing it from your own parents. And then again, it all goes back to the parents being educated and knowing what to say to your children, to empower them properly, and to raise them in a way that they don't feel insecure in themselves, and that they know that their value is not just in their looks alone.
Exactly. But don't you see that these are the times that it makes you value your mum and your dad?
Oh yeah.
Because it gives you that sense that even though you've got that your 10%, your mum can wipe away that 10% because of the love and the foundation that she's giving you. You see? And I know these are the things that sometimes you might think it's not relevant, but it is. When you're feeling that way, because I always say, I have known, I remember there's an incident years ago whereby there was a young girl that She committed suicide. She was in Hornsey Girls. And apparently she was laughing. She had friends. And I don't know what made her kill herself. And she was 16 then, you see. And sometimes we kind of miss the signs.
Yeah.
We kind of miss the signs. And that's the reason why, it's like, as I'm talking to you, these are the things that when you don't communicate with your parents, I know sometimes you feel, that's why, when I was talking to you, I said something to you, that I'm not just saying that you look pretty because I'm just saying it. Because sometimes you guys feel that when we say because we're your parents, we're just trying to. The thing is, look at you. You are young, you are innovative, you are creative, you are beautiful. Yes, we live in a superficial world. That your looks is what will get you through the door. Do you understand me? Yeah. You're lucky. You are skinny. You are able to, you have to put a bit more weight, but hey, that's me. You see? But what I'm saying is, these are the things that you have to look at that, you know what, how I am now, I'm fantastic. Whether you accept me or not, I'm fantastic. Yeah. You see, you need to be able, because the thing is, as much as your mom or your dad can say that to you, you have to empower yourself. Yeah. You have to look within you. You see, and because when you are able to do that for you, are able to do it for your friend.
Yeah.
Because when your friend is talking to you and she's telling you, this is what my mom is saying, you don't know what happens when she goes home again. That is a form of abuse.
Yeah. Talking about what you said about doing it for your friend. So for the longest time, oh, I keep touching this, sorry.
No, it's okay.
For the longest time, I've always been saying, like when I'm near my friends, I'm like, wow, don't I look so good today? Guys, I look amazing. I'm really pretty, look at me. And one of my friends has actually started picking that up now too.
Yes.
So whenever she's like looking at herself, she's like, I'm so pretty. And I'm like, I told you that. We can admire each other together because that's what we are at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think so many people, they get so uptight about people when they're actually expressing how much they love themselves. Like, why has it become a standard to hate yourself? I really don't know.
Or humble, be humble.
Yeah,
like,
be humble.
no.
Like, if I look good today, then I'm gonna say I look good today.
100%.
Like, why should I be lying and say that I look ugly today when I don't? You know?
Because you know, when you say that, it's because of magazines, it's because of profiles. I was saying that, and your mom can testify to this. We never used to have all these loads of makeup. I remember I didn't even put on makeup or even a brow until I was 26 or something, because I didn't need to.
Yeah.
You see, now you guys have got your nails, you've got your hair, you've got, so it's kind of like sometimes you are mirroring what a celebrity is doing.
Yeah.
Which is having an impact on, you see, is having an impact on you.
Yeah, I feel like even with the makeup and the hair and the nails, obviously
I know you're looking at yours, yes. But that's what mine is natural, sorry, Becky.
At the end of the day, I could take off my makeup and I could walk down the street
100%.
and I'm fine with that. I could go meet my friends,
Good.
I'm fine with that.
Yes.
They can take pictures of me, I could get pictures taken, videos taken. I'm happy with
because
that.
you're naturally beautiful.
I'm happy with myself with makeup. I see myself as, I'm beautiful.
Yes,
with
you
makeup,
are.
I'm also beautiful.
Yes.
But I'm beautiful without makeup too.
Precisely.
And being able to do that, I feel like my mum especially was really scared about that for me, because growing up I always was into that, so she stopped me from using makeup until I was 16, just because she was scared that I would be that one person who can't walk out the house without makeup on. But now that I have it, I can use it, but I can also put it down, and I can have days where I'm like, I'm not going to wear makeup. I can have days where I'm going to get dressed up because I feel like it.
Precisely.
But it's just that balance and being able to accept myself.
It's like give yourself options.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You see, because I think one thing that you guys don't seem to understand is the power that you have lies within you. It does not rely on somebody. And that's why I keep saying the magazines, that when you're talking about weight and you're talking about appearance and you're talking about all these stuff, those are the outside influence. Yeah. You can have that influence on the outside, but when you're looking at it from your view and you're looking at friends, because I know there's some young girls that they would not go out without makeup and it takes them an hour to put out their makeup before they step out. How would you sort of like talk to your friends, like you're going to talk to your friend, how would you convince her that makeup and the things that she does is not what is needed?
Well, honestly, I would say just take off all your makeup and walk down the street. Is anyone looking at you?
Yes.
No one is looking at you. No one cares because everyone is so wrapped up in their own lives. They don't really care if you have a bump on your face or not, if you have a scar on your cheek or not. It really doesn't matter. And if someone is actually focusing on that one aspect of your face and is actually making fun of you for that, why would you want to surround yourself with that kind of person? So honestly, I think that
it's a confidence building and encouraging each other.
Taking yourself out of your comfort zone and doing something like that would actually help you.
And just going off what you're saying, if you have an insecurity, for example, you're conscious about your clothing, go out and come back home and think, how many people's clothing did I actually look at and seriously think about? Because, for example, I can go out and I'm not even going to focus on anyone's face and come back in, yet other people might go out and they're just like, oh my gosh, everyone's staring at me, even though they're not. And also, on top of the confidence thing, for me, this is something I've been doing since I was young, but I would like look in the mirror and I would just say, you are beautiful.
100%.
And like, regardless of how I felt, because especially when I was younger, I used to think when I started getting acne and stuff, I was like, oh, I look terrible. So I started telling myself, look in the mirror and say, you look gorgeous. Even if you don't think that, even if you don't feel that,
empower your brain with that.
And you know, over time, I just feel like automatically now, I can't think in my head, you're ugly, because it just doesn't work. Like in my mind,
100%.
I am beautiful. So
we've got a few minutes more to go. So I want you to give the website of Mavis's clothing line. Yes, and then go on.
Yeah, so her clothing line is May & Co Activewear. That's the Instagram. And then the website is www.mayandcoactivewear.com.
Okay. So now you're going to be looking forward to be working with her.
Yes.
And I want you guys to say a big thank you to our producer.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Because no, seriously, our producer
Thank
Joe.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
so
No,
much.
seriously. Thank
so
you.
much.
And our co-producer Esther Danswa. No, seriously. Without
you.
them,
Thank you so
without
much.
them, this show would not.
Yeah.
I really want to thank everybody. I want people to be sharing. I know I've not read the messages today. Just that today I was so engrossed in your updates, and I wanted you guys to actually talk about what you've been doing, and I wanted you guys to have a view and to be able to talk to your counterparts, because in this society that we are, there are loads of things that you young people go through that as parents we actually, for some strange reason, try to overlook. Please, I want people to share, like my program, and seriously now, I want us to, as I initially said about our sponsors, the Express Pay is a money transfer organization whereby if you want to send money to Ghana, do that. And I'm going to try and make sure that whatever you do, I'll get Sister Mavis on board so that she can come with one of the people or you guys and then come and give us an update. But thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, OmegaLive TV, for your patience and the love that you've given to the youth. And as I'm going, have a lovely evening. Share, like, and I am really, really grateful that we've got this platform. So ladies, thank you once again for coming back again.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
Amazing.
you.
Yes.
Can't wait to be back again.
Yeah. Next update.
Yes, for real, when you travel to Ghana.
Yes, 100%.
Oh,
yes,
We'll come with a vlog.
100%. I'm so proud of you, ladies.
Thank you.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that you guys, I'm so proud.
That's good.
Yes.
Enjoy some fabulous rewards. Get a cool £10 reward when you receive £100 or more from the UK. Tell your friends and family in the UK to send money to your mobile money wallet or bank account using Express Pay and get an extra £10. Terms and conditions apply. Enjoy some fabulous rewards. Get a cool £10 reward when you receive £100 or more from the UK. Tell your friends and family in the UK to send money to your mobile money wallet or bank account using Express Pay and get an extra £10. Terms and conditions apply. Enjoy some fabulous rewards. Get a cool £10 reward when you receive £100 or more from the UK. Tell your friends and family in the UK to send money to your mobile money wallet or bank account using Express Pay and get an extra £10. Terms and conditions apply. Enjoy some fabulous rewards. Get a cool £10 reward when you receive £100 or more from the UK. Tell your friends and family in the UK to send money to your mobile money wallet or bank account using Express Pay and get an extra £10. Terms and conditions apply.